Right guys, this is a serious topic this week, and that is YouTube fun and games, or is it a little bit lonely? And what do I mean by lonely? Well, let's find out. Yo guys, Marlon King here, and in this week I just wanted to cover something a little bit different to the normal, rather than doing all the product reviews and all the like. I felt I just needed to address something from the creator side, and that is YouTube may not always be as hunky-dory as it seems. And quite simply, it can be lonely at times. And you may be wondering, why am I saying that? Well, the reality is, if you are a creator, and it doesn't necessarily need to be YouTube, whatever it is, there are two types of people. There are people that want to create, and there are people that want to consume. And if you're watching content on YouTube, for example, you're going to be receiving all of that fun and energy that's gone into those videos. But if you're the creator, it may not always be the same. And if I take my example, myself, I'm making the videos, so by that I mean I'm filming them, I'm in them, and in general I'm doing all of the editing. And that, you know, that's standard practice for a lot of YouTubers. But over time, that can get quite lonely, you know. Like if ever I want to go out and, let's say I'm doing a product review, I want to film myself using a camera, I'm going out with a tripod, taking another camera to film me using the camera that I'm talking about. And in that sort of situation, you know, it might be more fun to have someone there with me doing the filming, and you know, it would be quicker to do and easier to get pointers, get better shots, etc. But in general, just working with someone and having similar ideas to bounce off of one another could just make life a little bit easier and a lot more fun. And actually, if you've started to see other channels, I think a lot of people are doing this now. Rather than just being a lone ranger, they are teaming up. And I know collabs is, you know, quite common on YouTube, but I'm talking about more of a long-term collaboration that we're starting to see. I mean, we saw it, if you're watching other camera channels, you may have seen Peter McKinnon. He's teamed up with Matty, and they seem to do a lot of videos together. Or if they're not doing a video together, they would at least be helping one another out, whether it's filming the other person or taking their photos, etc, etc. That works well for them. Even the likes of Casey, he's been working with Dan, and you know, they've had a little bit of a team thing going. I don't know whether it's continuing, but my point is, you can see that these, you know, if you want to carry on long term doing something like YouTube or anything, you're going to need to find people like-minded to work with, because otherwise you're just going to end up burning yourself out. And if it's not through your own determination, it's going to be through maybe lack of ideas or whatever it is. You're going to have that other person there to give you a new set of energy, a new set of goals, a new set of ideas, or questioning what you're doing, making you think of new things that you hadn't thought of before. So, you know, all very well said and done, but you know, I personally haven't found any other YouTubers that are on the same wavelength as me in Kent. I'm based in Kent in England, and you know, who am I looking for? I'm looking for someone that's, you know, into their tech. They like using cameras and filming, and quite happy to either be on camera or just help out doing filming. Basically someone very similar to myself that wants to help out, or maybe they've got their own channel as well, and it'd be a case of, rather than me picking one evening to film and talk about something or do a review by myself, I might actually go out on that particular day or time of the week. I would help them do their film, they would help me do their film, and I think that's a lot more of a healthy approach to do things. If I take, for example, my band, I've been running a band now with my best mate for, well, over 15 years, and that's going strong, and that's worked well because we can bounce ideas off of one another. We've got common goals, we can push one another to, you know, write new music and get a better take. If we've felt that we haven't done something properly, we can, you know, friendly encouragement, and I think that works well. But if you don't have someone, then, you know, I think you need to not only stay determined, but Also maybe cut yourself some slack. It can get quite difficult to stay on the ball the whole time, and maybe you just need to occasionally admit that you don't have the time or commitment level to do something. If you're running YouTube, for example, and it's just a pastime, maybe you need to take it a little less seriously and not stress yourself out about it. I mean, recently I've had to skip a few weeks here and there just to allow my life to continue on without adding extra stress on it. And actually, by missing that week or two, it's actually made me feel a lot better, because the world didn't end when I missed that week. And if anything, it's made me feel better about doing the videos now, because I know if I need to spend a little bit more time doing something, I can. But just touching back on the loneliness side, it's not just about not finding creators to help out or to work with, collaborate with. You may find that if you're doing vlogging, which is something that you'd think you're going out and about, you're interacting with people, you'd think that would be a lot better, but you may still have the same issue. Like, I've found that most friends and family do not want to be on camera. Although it's in a day and age where everyone's got smartphones, they like to take selfies and that, they still don't really like to be on video, especially if it's not their own video. They like to take their own little clippets here and there, but when it's something like going onto YouTube, they take it a little bit more seriously, and in general they duck and avoid the shots, or they don't want to talk or do anything on camera, so you're back to square one. And this is why, if you've seen any of my vlogs, I might be having a great laugh and I may be out and about with friends and family, but when it comes to the filming side, it just always looks like I'm on my Larry, and that is what it is. And I think it's the same with a lot of other people as well, that are out there doing vlogging and running their own channels. Unless you're collabing with other creators that are willing to be on camera, you're just going to be doing your thing, and that's not a bad thing, guys. So I thought I'd just share that with you and just let you see and understand, maybe behind the scenes, what's actually going on. It's not necessarily a chosen way to work, but it is more of a reality. And I even went to VidCon recently in London, in the hope to meet fellow creators in the local vicinity. I did meet a couple of people based in London, but I didn't really meet anyone from Southeast England, which is where I'm based, and that was a little bit of a shame. Of course, I didn't get to talk with every single person there, but the hunt continues, so one day. But until then, keep it easy, guys, and you know what, it's not all bad. Just be true to yourself, don't over stress yourselves, and if you're not even running a YouTube channel, then hey, you don't need to worry about anything. Just hopefully enjoy my content, and yeah, stay tuned for next week's video. Take it easy, peace.